Imagine it's the middle of the night. Your phone suddenly lights up. You receive a message from someone you know well. You open it. But just a few minutes later, that person disappears forever. No more calls. No trace. No explanation. Only that single message remains, the last evidence that they ever existed. You might think something like this only happens in movies. But there are real cases that are even stranger than fiction. Today on Zentro Factix, we're exploring 4 of the most mysterious disappearances in history. Cases that, despite decades of investigation, remain completely unsolved. Mary Celeste, the ghost ship. In 1872, the Mary Celeste was discovered drifting across the Atlantic Ocean. From the outside, everything looked perfectly normal. The sails were intact. The cargo was untouched. Food was still on the table. But when people boarded the ship, they found something no one could explain. Every single crew member had vanished. There were no signs of a struggle. No evidence of pirates. Not even a single body. More than a century later, no one knows what really happened to them. SS Ourang Medan, the mysterious distress signal. A few decades later, another ship earned its place among history's greatest maritime mysteries. It is said that the vessel transmitted a chilling distress message. A short message, but a terrifying one. Then, silence. When rescuers finally arrived, they encountered a mystery that is still debated to this day. Whether the story is entirely true or not, the fate of the ship remains shrouded in mystery. Amelia Earhart, vanishing into the sky. She was one of the most famous pilots in history. Amelia Earhart set out to become the first woman to fly around the world. But during the final stage of her journey, over the vast Pacific Ocean, her last radio transmissions were received. And then, silence. The airplane, its crew, and Amelia herself disappeared forever. Despite decades of searching and millions spent, no one knows for certain what happened. The Flannan Lighthouse, the 3 missing keepers. Now we come to the strangest case of all. In 1900, 3 lighthouse keepers were stationed at the Flannan Lighthouse. A few days later, a supply ship arrived. The lighthouse was still operating. The lamps were lit. The meal was ready. Everything seemed normal, except for one thing. The 3 keepers were gone. No footprints. No signs of escape. No clue that could explain their disappearance. It was as if they had simply vanished from the face of the earth. Now here's a question for you. If the last message you ever received from someone turned out to be the final sign they were ever alive, what do you think happened to them? Perhaps some mysteries will never be solved. But those unsolved mysteries continue to fascinate millions of people around the world. If you enjoy real mysteries, historical cases, and unexplained disappearances, subscribe to Zentro Factix. And let us know in the comments. Which of these 4 mysteries do you think is the most terrifying?